Good morning. This is day 60. It's hard to believe I've been on the trail for 60 days, but it is May 9th, 2022, and I am heading up the mountain. I am Yolo. That stands for you only live once. So go out and do something. Y-O-L-O. So go out and do something. But anyway, I started today a little cool. I had my gloves on. I had my bandana on. I had my toboggan on. And I've got my layers on. I'm slowly coming out of them now that the sun is coming out after a couple days. We've got a beautiful valley over here that you can't really see yet. I'm out of breath because I'm going up the mountain, so therefore I'm warming up too. So a few minutes ago I just shed my buff and my toboggan and my gloves, and they're still right here in my breast pocket in my raincoat, which I'll probably be losing here before too long. It was a pretty easy night last night. I slept really well, was able to get up and get going. It is currently 8:30. I think I've been on the trail for about a half hour now. It's been pretty easy walking so far, until just a few minutes ago. But anyway, I hope you guys have a great day, and I hope you look forward to today's adventure. See you in a little while. The Devil's Marble Yard was something that my friend Dan and his son Trey had told me about. It was pretty interesting. It says a bunch of rocks and boulders you got to climb up and over. It's basically a rock scramble is the trail. It said my friend Chris said it wasn't too fun. So I think we'll be doing some of that stuff up in Maine on Mount Katahdin, but I'm not really sure. But I'm gonna skip it for today so I can get some miles in and head north. Chris also said that yesterday she sent me a text hoping I was doing well, and she said that a bear had gotten on Trey's car and was on the front porch, and she went out to feed the cats and got startled by the bear, and the bear stood up on its hind legs, and she got back in the house safely. But she was warning me about the bears and to make sure that I hang my food bag. So Chris, I'm sorry you had that experience. That'll be a good story for your grandchildren and just in general. So I know if I woke up and went out to feed the cat and there was a bear on the porch, that would be a good story. So just want to really show my appreciation to Chris and Dan for taking care of me for a couple days and getting me off trail and keeping me dry and doing laundry and taking me out to eat. Is very much appreciated. If there's a lot of people that don't have that support on the trail. Either they don't have family out this way, or they just don't have the support. I really feel that they're missing out on some of it because they don't get that love or expression of love, except for through us thru hikers. So I am traveling with Cy and Isabella. They are from out west, and to the best of my knowledge, they have no support out here. It's no one to assist them in any way, so they're on their own. So they are a couple, but they do have each other, so that's good. But imagine being out here on your own without any support and really no family. If you don't have a tramway, then it's really hard. Yeah, I I could see maybe where some people would get emotionally broke down because they're used to having love and a hug every once in a while and a smiling face to talk to. Out here on the trail, you get the smiling face, but not so much the hugs unless you're in a tramway or something. But the sun is out, it's going to be warmer. I'm projecting that I'll be changing into my shorts around lunchtime if it continues to warm up like it is. You got the beautiful flowers and the clouds. We're above the clouds right now. Sun shining on them. It's very pretty. They're moving ever so slightly. I think we're heading down now to the James River. I hear a breeze, but I don't really feel it, so it must be down there in the valley where the sun's hitting. The temperature differential is causing the breeze. Look at the mountain over there. It'd be nice if there was a nice little clearing and outcropping where we could go out and get a nice picture of that. Spectacular. Well, we're heading down the mountain. We're heading down to the James River. And at the James River, we can go right to Lynchburg, which it looks like it's about 4 or 5 miles. Or we can go left to Glaxgo and do a resupply there. Obviously, Lynchburg is a much larger town and has a lot more options. But it's a couple miles into town and not sure. So Glaxgo looks like it's just over the bridge, just a smidgen. So it looks like it's walkable, but I will try to get a ride into Lynchburg, I guess, and give that option because there's a food line there. And in the other town, it's just some little quick mart. But there is good reviews and everything on town. Scotto's Italian restaurant or something like that. Looks like a great place to eat. There's a big fiberglass dinosaur or something like that. So said the town is very hiker friendly. So we'll have to see what I do when I get up here. But I did stop at the shelter just a mile or so back and use the restroom. And just to take a pack off break, and did get my little do-rag beanie thing from the jigger out just to cover my ears because the wind was blowing down there. But like many times, I can probably go ahead and take it off now because I'm warmed up because I'm hiking. All right, let's see what we're gonna do when we get up here. I hear a semi, so it can't be too far away. Might be a mile. Big rock outcropping. and peaceful. Got the birds chirping. Breeze is rustling a little bit of the leaves. Little spring. Anyway, I think I'm going to have some Italian food for lunch. That'll be good. And also I'll try to find something to pack out as a meal, so I can have that this evening as well. I always like to carry a can of soda too. Makes it nice. I don't need to shower, don't need to do laundry. At this time, I'm fairly fresh. I could use it, but there's no need to. Thank you, Chris and Dan, again. Can't say thank you enough. It's a natural spring. That's someplace we'd get our water, but I don't need any water at this time. It'd be a lot better than getting the water out of the James River. You see how wide that thing is? It's pretty. You get the light shimmering up here. Looks like a railroad trestle over the lake or over the river. I was starting getting concerned because I saw the trail had switched back. And I'm like, where's this thing going? But I guess what I thought was a railroad trestle is actually a pedestrian bridge to get across. This is the bridge. I thought it was a railroad, but it's actually a pedestrian. Let's get a picture of this. So we just came off the top of that mountain there and walked down. So there might be a hydro plant over there. There's the railroad trestle right there. All right, let's go get some food.
It was a whole family reunion, like from Rochester, New York. They were making like soup and juice and stuff.
Hey guys, I'm in Glasgow and just got picked up by Wendy, who is Wayne's girlfriend, but this is her RV. We got the doors right here, we got a sink, we got a hot plate, we got the bathroom, and we have a twin bed or whatever, and then overhead, and then a pretty good sized refrigerator, microwave, and then all of our electronics are here. And then we have a sitting area, and then the front end. A little window. But she said that her cat, which is down here, kitty, this is a dog crate, and it's got a dog door on it. And when they're parked, they take and stick it outside this window, and now the cat can come in and out, outside and inside. So that's pretty unique. So, and then you got a little storage up here with a curtain that comes across. just did my resupply in Glasgow. There is not much here, so if you're planning on stopping, it's pretty far off the trail. It's a lot of curves, and it's not a very good place to hitch. I did get a ride, and now luckily I've ran into Wendy from yesterday, Miss Wendy from Wayne, and she's gonna give me a ride back to the trailhead. So that's what she's doing. She had to fill up and get fuel, and now we're fixing to head back to the trail. But there's a small little groceryette, if that's what it is. It's like a hardware grocery store, consignment place, it looked like. So it's just a little bit of everything. And then the restaurant that I came to eat at was actually closed because it's Monday. So it seems like a lot of restaurants and everything are closed on Mondays. However, there was a concession stand, if you will, right across the street. So I was able to get a hamburger there and a drink as well. So I did get lunch. I was able to get a resupply and get a hitch back to town. So, but that's about it. Wendy's getting ready to come back in, and we're gonna mosey back on the trail, and here we go. So this is Wendy.
Hi.
So anyway, we're gonna head back to the trailhead. Wendy just dropped me off in her Travago, which is a Pro Ram Master Winnebago build out. But it was much appreciated. I had a good time with her visiting for the few minutes that we were together, just talking about Wayne. So Wayne, it seems like you got a wonderful lady friend to spend time with. So she's very exciting. So I'm happy for you. But anyway, I do have a hamburger in my stomach. I do have some honey buns and various other things in my pouch. And it looks like I ran from the parking lot. Right here. Right there's Wendy in her van. And now I have to cross the street and go over here. So it says the AT changes directions right here, so I'm guessing it's this gap in the rocks. I see the mark on the tree. I guess we're cruising down here by the river. Water's pretty clear looking. Pancake Mike. All right, up the trail, through the woods. I'm so lucky to get a ride back. I was concerned about trying to find a ride, and then I saw Wendy's van with Elton, her cat, posted on the side, so I knew that was Wendy. And I was hoping that she would possibly stop and give me some trail magic of a ride. So thank you very much, Wendy. Not sure if this is the AT or not, but it's going uphill. So I'm speculating it is. There's another trail going the other way. I'm looking for the white blaze, but oh, there it is. So we're good to go. Heading north. Sounds so good to have the stream running beside the trail and hear all the waterfall noises as it goes over the rocks. That flat river walk next to the river, the creek or whatever that was, turned into this. If you notice up in the upper left hand corner, that's 4.5 miles up at 10% grade. So it's been a workout and a challenge. I've had to stop several times. If you go back and look, you can see my little icon or whatever where I'm at this moment. Maybe half to 3/4 of the way up, I forget, but still climbing. And now we're in full sun, so you can see the Dan River down there, or the James River. I say the Dan River because the Dan River is near me where I live. So this is a little challenging to do because I had a nice greasy bacon burger and a soda in town just 2 hours ago. So I'm going up and up and up and up and switchback after switchback, which I'm thankful there's switchbacks, but it's a little bit of a run here. Do get some views, so that's good. I gotta turn it around real quick and show you. You almost feel the coolness of the river. And anyway, let's keep heading up. I was able to get changed into some shorts, and so I removed my pants and my long sleeve shirt, so now I'm in my running pants or running shorts and a t-shirt. So that's keeping me cooler. I've had to put the bandana around my forehead because the sweat keeps coming down and getting in my eyes and stinging my eyes. I hiked a good part of this first section of this mountain with 2 guys and a lady, and one of them is a PA, one of them is a student from Wake Forest University, and the other one is the lady is a pediatric nurse. So it was good hiking with them for a few minutes. I was able to draft off of them. I finally came to a point where I had to tell them I had to back off because I couldn't do it. But I was able to draft off of them for quite a while. So it got me up the mountain much quicker than I would have if I'm by myself, which I'm by myself now. The pediatric nurse and the physician assistant is behind me. So I think they were pushing it as well. So they've taken a break. Just make my heart rate go up. Get some cardio out this morning. Or this afternoon, I should say. Look at this view. You see the James River curving around. Got some more hikers coming up on this wonderful trail. This is the look at 792 mile marker. 792. It's pretty amazing. See for a long way. I'll show you if I can zoom in far enough and if I can find it on the camera. That right there is the footbridge that we came across. We came across there. That indentation might be the trail. And then up the mountain, over the top of that mountain. You can see where we were yesterday. It was all fogged in. There's a round thing, and that's the round thing. I can see it now, but couldn't see it yesterday. But that's a ways away, and it's amazing that we can say, oh, we walked from the top of that mountain to where I'm at now. It is pretty amazing. Oh. And someone is trying to communicate something. Anyway, we have a few more miles to go. I think we have 4 miles to the next ridge, which is the highest point for today, and then it's all downhill. So let me see if I can find that and post a picture of what we have to do yet. So the top of that next ridge that you saw is 4.1 mile away, which is doable, but the problem is I'm running low on water, and there's no water until after that place. So this is a long haul with no water in sight. I do have partial Gatorade. I do have about a cup of water left over, probably about a half a cup of Gatorade in one bottle, and then I do have another 32 ounce Gatorade. So I do have liquids, but I would prefer to save that Gatorade for tomorrow or later tonight for supper. But anyway, it is what it is. We will make it. Some days we'll go 5 miles without drinking any water, and then days like today where it's warmer, we're sweating a lot, we'll drink down several liters today. So it is what it is. So I do have liquids, I'm not going to die. But the next water is at the next shelter, which is on down the hill from that next pinnacle, which I said was 4.1. So the shelter is probably 6 or 7 miles away before our water. And if you do the math, if I'm traveling 2 miles an hour, then that's 3.5 hours of not having a water source. But it's really longer than that because we're going up a mountain, so we're not getting 2.5 miles an hour. And even coming down, we don't get 2.5 because coming down is slower than going up sometimes because of the impact on our knees and hips of going down. So if it's a gradual descent, then it's not that big a deal, but today it's been uphill, so I'm anticipating the next one's going to be downhill. And when I say downhill, I mean like 10% downhill. 10% grade, that is. All right, let's keep hiking. So the quicker we get to the water, the quicker we can drink. Well, I think I see the next pinnacle we gotta get up, and that's that mountain there. So we have to cruise on the level ground for just a little while, then some small ups and downs, and then that bad boy is the pinnacle, and then the shelter is on the other side apparently. We're downhill from there at least. So that's where I'm heading. All right, we got one more pinnacle, and that is all the way up there. That is a ways to go. And then it's downhill because there's no other mountain in the area that we can go up. So let's keep pushing on. All right, guys. We're nearly at the top. I found this memorial. A young person. I don't know what these piers are. Maybe they had a watchtower at one point. Look at that view. Holy smoly. I'm gonna just sit here for a moment. What a view. The city down there. Pretty amazing. And then we can go to this side of the mountain. See the view over here. It's not as grand as this one right here. Oh, these are steps. Anyway, let's just sit here for a few moments and take a break. Well, as you just seen, I made it to the ridge. It's literally taken all day to climb those 5.5 miles or so. So anybody coming out of that gap, you need to bring some water. So when you cross over the footbridge, before you get to the road that goes to Glasgow or Lynchburg, you cross over that 200-yard footbridge or whatever it is. And if you're not going into town, you need to pick up water because there's no water. So now I've got to hike down to the shelter just to get water, and then I may go just a little bit further. But today's been a beast. It's been all climbing, so it is, it's been great because the sun's been out and the weather has been pretty fair. But it is, I'm glad I had the opportunity to go into Glasgow and get a ride in and a ride back and get a cheeseburger and buy a couple of resupply items. But it was sort of directed to hikers at that little grocery store, but it was pretty expensive, but captive audience. So, all right, I'm gonna sit here and enjoy this view for a few minutes, possibly suck down my remainder of the water, and then head down to the shelter to get a resupply of water. So I'll see you in a few. All right, guys, I'm coming up on the shelter. This one is called the Punch Bowl Shelter. It is mile marker 793 or 797.3, I believe. I'm gonna go ahead and cut off a little early tonight. When I say that, it's 6:45 p.m. I want to build a little fire to roast my hot dogs that I brought out with me. So I purchased a pack of hot dogs, and I'll roast up several of them tonight and have those with some ketchup that I have packets and then also maybe on a tortilla. Don't know how a hot dog would be on a tortilla, but we'll give her a shot. But that's gonna be my supper tonight. Or if I decide, I may do a can of pork and beans and franks. So beans and hot dogs, basically. But I'll give that a shot. I got a can, so I'm trying to get rid of that weight and the hot dogs. So we'll see how it goes. But I am 0.3 miles away from the Punch Bowl shelter. Again, that's 797.3. And then I'll try to find a tent spot there and set up and just chill out, although it's already getting to be nightfall. So that's going to be it. There's the shelter. There's the AT. So let's go check the shelter out. There's someone coming. Obviously he's not a hiker because he's got street clothes on. Alright guys, here's the shelter. Going down to pick up some water. I guess you gotta be very patient. Let's go get some water. And this is our water source. So, let's go down yonder to see if we can get some. Well guys, that's it for tonight. We've stopped at the shelter at 797.8, I believe it is. So tomorrow we'll hit that 800 mark. So I hope you guys have a great evening. Thanks for watching. Again, I'm Yolo, which is you only live once. So do it right the first time and there's no need to do it again. Have a great evening, everyone. Talk to you tomorrow.